Yo, what up to the mob? You know what I'm saying? Marvelous Live back at it again. This time it's just me, solo dolo. You know what I'm saying? Not saying don't nobody want to fuck with your boy, but get tired of people bullshit. You feel me? So it's all good. I can just talk this shit by myself this time. So first things first, just want to say thank you to anybody who watches, anybody who likes, shares, comments, all that shit. I appreciate you, like for real. So shout out to all y'all. Thank you. And with that being said, I just want to say congratulations to Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets for winning the championship. Let's go. Anybody who knows me in the basketball circle knows I've believed in Denver for a long time. I believe that Jokic and Jamal Murray, if you build around them, they can win a championship. I was 100% sure. Now, granted, I did think it would have happened sooner, but Jamal Murray missing two straight postseasons definitely did not help that. But it's all good. They got them a championship, and the question now is Jokic a top five center of all time? And honestly, I don't know if I can give him top five. He's definitely top 10, like for sure, like no questions about it. Like he's definitely top 10. But I think like between him, Moses, and David Robinson, like it's kind of tough to like say who's better between them. But Jokic is definitely in the discussion. You know what I'm saying? So Jokic is balling. You know, straight triple doubles with the efficiency too. That's the scary part. Jokic out here shooting over 55% from the field, over 40% from three, over 80% from the line. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Like centers don't do that. You know, people like to say the big man is dying, but Jokic is just proof that the big man is still here. The big man is still here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just not as simple as just being a back to the basket player no more. That game is not here anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he can still post up and do those things, but the game is about, you know, shooting, cutting, passing, isolation. Can you just go give me a bucket? You know what I'm saying? To be the best, you have to be able to do everything. So when you compare Jokic to other centers, like Jokic can do everything. Yes, I know he is not the best defender. We all know that, but I don't care, bruh. He tries. He tries. And if we actually put big men back then in pick and roll situations where they had to guard on an island, a lot of them would be trash too. Shaq on an island, trash. Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, trash. Like on an island, isolation style, nah, not happening. You know what I'm saying? They were better interior defenders. They could block shots better, way more athleticism, which is cool. But when you put a lot of bigs on the perimeter, they're gonna struggle. And yeah, so that's just what it is. And you know, I also want to address that a lot of people who like to say that this finals is boring. Nah, finals wasn't boring. A lot of y'all are casuals. A lot of basketball fans are casual fans. If you're mad at this NBA Finals, you're mad because there's no Steph and there's no LeBron. Steph and LeBron have pretty much been in every single finals since 2012. One of them. No, strike that. 2021 they weren't. But for the most part, since 2012, LeBron or Steph has been in the finals every single year. So motherfuckers just don't. People like to talk about, oh, we want parity, we want more competition, and then you get one team that's never made the finals and an eighth seed that went on a great run to make the finals. You get all that, and now you mad, or now you saying it's boring, or do you just not like parity like you thought you did? The series was never born, and also Miami was never outmatched. Yeah, Jokic is so overwhelming. That is true. But they were never outmatched. That's no. If we're being honest, both teams couldn't shoot a lick. Both teams were struggling shooting the ball from the perimeter. That's a fact. The difference is the role players from Miami couldn't shoot like shit. Like they were jack shit. Like Max Strus went scoreless in 2 straight games. That can't happen. That can't happen. Gabe Vincent, disappeared offensively in the last few games. Caleb Martin, he turned up against Boston, didn't turn up against Denver. That's really the difference. Miami straight. The guys just got to play well. Guys got to play better. You feel me? So that's all that is. You know, them being outmatched is a lie. Denver being the better team, I agree with. But Miami could have won because Denver did not play great. Let's just call it what it is. Denver as a whole did not play great. Jamal Murray and Jokic did their thing. Michael Porter Jr. was ass juice. KCP couldn't shoot. Christian Brown had a. The difference is Christian Brown had a really good game and Aaron Gordon had a really good game. When your role players do that, they just needed one great game from their role players and they got it. And Michael Porter Jr. couldn't shoot a lick, but in that game 5, 16 points, 13 rebounds, hey, that'll work. If you the third option, you getting 16 and 13, hey, take it. So fuck it. You know, and I want to give a big shout out to Jamal Murray, you know, and this is something that's been near dear to me that I hate discuss. I won't say I hate discussing it, but it just bothers me when people love to say, "Oh, this guy didn't won without an all star, or they don't have any all stars on the team." I'm like, bro, the term all star is overrated as fuck. Let's just be honest about it. The term all star don't mean nothing. Well, I don't say it don't mean nothing, but like, no, truthfully, it really don't mean nothing, especially in the playoffs. It's a mid-season award. And just because you aren't one of the top 24 players voted on by the fans and selected by the coaches, just because you're not in that top 24 doesn't mean you're not just as good or you're not just as capable. Like, that's just what that is. You feel me? So, Jamal Murray has never made an all star team. Jamal Murray was, without a doubt, the best point guard in the playoffs all playoff long. Without a doubt. Even though he never made the all star team. No disrespect to Steph, Jalen Brunson, you know what I'm saying? Jamal Murray was it in the whole postseason, start to finish. He was it. The whole not having an all star team is dumb. Not having an all star on your team, you don't need an all star to win. And just because you're not an all star doesn't mean you're not as good. Monte Ellis, Steven Jackson, Lamar Odom, Kevin Martin, you know what I'm saying? Marcus Camby. Feel me? It's plenty of dudes that's never made the All Star team that were really, really good players. Like, come on, I can get some more. Arvidas Sabonis, Mike Bibby. Like, yeah, Mike Bibby never made the All Star team. So what? Jason Richardson, my favorite player growing up, never made the All Star team, but still was giving you 21 points a game. Larry Hughes never made it. 22 points a game, all defensive first team, led the league and still didn't make the All Star team. But so what? You still a hooper? You feel me? I just want to put that out there. Like, oh, Jason Terry's another one. I just want to put it out there. Like, just because you're not an all star doesn't mean you don't have all star ability. Doesn't mean that you can't turn up in the playoffs when it matters the most. So I'm saying, just want to put that out there. So on to so on to Miami and on to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, you had a great run. I think you're a dope player. I think you're an elite player. I think you top 15, top 10 range type of player. And because I think of you so high, I'm going to hold you to these standards. You didn't play well in the finals, and people are quiet about it. Yes, you were the eighth seed, and yes, you beat Milwaukee and Boston and New York to get to the finals. That's commendable. But you don't get to stink it up in the finals and think that shit's okay. You don't get to do that, homie. You can't do that, bruh. And a lot of people they don't want to hold Jimmy to them standards and say, "Oh, he wasn't supposed to be there. Oh, I don't think he's that good." Nah, Jimmy Butler's a baller. Jimmy Butler is a big time player. You know what I'm saying? That's who he is. You know, and show up. Jimmy Butler in Milwaukee Jimmy Butler's playoff series in Milwaukee was probably the greatest performance in a series I've ever seen. In a first round series at least. But yeah, that shit was dope. But you gotta keep it going. People want to you want to call him Hemi Butler, Hemi Buckets, playoff Jimmy. You want to call him all that. But when he don't play well in the finals, you quiet. You quiet. You know what I'm saying? Play great defense, but I didn't see Jimmy attack and take over the game or try to take over as much as I think he could have. And that last spurt in game four, not game four, game five, even though he got away with kicking dude in the nuts and still got a foul, you know, that spurt was tough. But you know what I'm saying? The rest of the series, I didn't see that takeover in Jimmy. The Nuggets did play good defense, but Jimmy has scored over way tougher defense. You know what I'm saying? So just want to put that out there. If you're gonna, I'm holding Jimmy to high standards. So also, this is another thing. Jimmy is 0-2 in the finals. So is finals record a thing only for LeBron, or is it a thing for everybody? Because Jimmy Butler's 0-2. Just I'm just saying. Like, I don't want to hear shit about finals records. LeBron's nobody said anything about a finals record until LeBron came in. So either it's a thing or it's not a thing. I've never heard somebody say Clyde Drexler's 1-2 in the finals. Never heard anybody say Dirk is 1-1. Just never. I've never heard that. I've never heard that. You know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? I've never heard anybody say, Kawhi is 2-1. Never heard anybody say that. But when it comes to LeBron, that's your finals record. You're not 4-time champion. So, just want to see if we keeping the same energy. So, yeah, enough of that. All right. So now we find out about Ja Morant. Ja Morant has been suspended for the first 25 games of the season next year. Mm. Now, now here's what I think personally. I don't think Ja Morant did anything wrong. To me, I don't think he did anything wrong. I would have never suspended him. I would have never said anything about it. But it's not my league. I don't run the NBA. This is where I don't. And even though I don't think Ja Morant did anything wrong, I don't feel sorry for him. And this is why I don't feel sorry for Ja Morant, because when you have an organization tell you don't do this or you're gonna suffer the consequences, it don't matter what it is. They're paying you millions of dollars, bro. You have life changing generational money coming at you. They want you, Ja Morant, to potentially be the face of the NBA. They don't want Jokic. Jokic won 2 MVPs and has a championship. They don't want him to be the face. Jokic don't have enough charisma. Jokic don't have enough personality. So, Ja Morant, LaMelo Ball, Luka Doncic, that's who they want as the future. And maybe now we got Scoot Henderson coming in, but yeah, Ja, they want you to be the face of the NBA, bro. And you want to disregard what they said and do the same shit they told you not to do. I live in Memphis, Tennessee. Just want to put that out there. I live in Memphis, Tennessee. Ja Morant is around Memphis a lot. Memphis is not the best city to just hang out. You know what I'm saying? Memphis is not the best city to just hang out and just do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You can get into a lot of criminal activity and a lot of bullshit in Memphis. So those people that John hanging with, I don't think they really his friends because they would get him the fuck out of Memphis. Stay in Cordova, stay in Collierville. Folks who don't know, if you're in Memphis, you know. But stay away from the city, bruh. That's what I say. Cost yourself millions of dollars for what? To show you a gangster? Even if you tough, so the fuck what? I don't care. I would rather be the biggest pussy in the world with 50, $100 million than be the toughest man in the world working at McDonald's. Cause that tough shit what's it gonna get you? You gonna lose money. You gonna lose money. If you wanna show how tough you are, become a fighter. Become a boxer. Become an MMA fighter. If you really want to show that you tough and you hard, do that. And you can still make some money and show people you tough. But if you ain't gonna do that, what's the purpose of showing all that tough shit? There's no purpose at all, bruh. None. Come on, man. Now, 25 games is his suspension. Personally, I didn't care how long they suspended him because at the end of the day, the NBA don't need you. The NBA doesn't need John Morant. The NBA, there isn't one player in the NBA right now that the NBA needs. The NBA has been here 75, almost 80 years. Superstars have come and gone. The NBA is the basketball, is the head of the table in terms of basketball league in the world. The NBA is where you want to get to. So, yeah, it don't matter. The NBA don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, John Morant, you better get your act right. Now, if we're going to talk about the Memphis Grizzlies without John Morant, now, obviously, free agency, the draft, and all that hasn't happened yet, but Memphis has already shown that they can play well without John Morant. They're a great regular season team without Ja. But when it comes down to the playoffs, sometimes you just need somebody who can just go get you buckets. So Tyus Jones is a good backup spot starting point guard. Desmond Bain, scrappy dude looking at nigga. You know, he can get buckets. You got Triple J. You still got Steven Adams. You know, I'm hoping my man Kenny Lofton Jr., shout out to the fellow fat niggas, can go out here and get nasty and get some buckets because I feel like if he gets an opportunity with Memphis for real, whenever they give him a chance, he's going to make the most of it. I am 100% sure about that. So they also have David Roddy, Jake Laravia, John Conchar, you know, a lot of guys who know who know who they are, know what they're supposed to do and do it. So Memphis, even without Ja in these 25 games, they're going to be okay. I think Memphis in those 25 games will probably go 15. At the worst, they'll go 15 and 10. At the worst. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they won't be that bad. You know, so now some people think John Morant should be traded. Mm, I don't. Wow, my phone's ringing. Hold on. Alright, y'all. Sorry about that. You know that was a little accident. Phone's on D&D right now, so yeah, won't be getting no more interruptions. But yeah, so that's Ja Morant. I'm hoping for you. I hope you get it together. I hope that the Grizzlies can do some things with you. I'm always gonna be a Laker fan. I'm always gonna be a Laker fan until I die. But Memphis. I live in Memphis. Memphis is my hometown, so I hope that you know it'd be dope to go to a parade to see Memphis win the championship because I know Ja had that thing lit. I already know it. All right, so now NBA is over and Off season is coming. So, now it's just time to see, where guys are gonna go. Chris Paul getting released from the Suns, Fred VanVleet opting out of his contract with the Raptors, and Kyrie Irving, of course, being a free agent. Those are the biggest moves right now. Those are the players we need to keep an eye out for the most part. But as a Laker fan, I kind of hope I would love for us to get Chris Paul or Fred VanVleet. Preferably Chris Paul, only because his relationship with LeBron, obviously. And if we can just get Chris Paul for 1 year, a year deal, I don't know how much, but if we can get him on a 1 year deal to get with Bron, AD, and sign Reeves, let D'Lo bum ass go because he ass as hell in the playoffs, but let that bum ass nigga go. And Bron, Paul, fuck it, let's get it one time because regardless whether the Lakers win the championship or not, I feel like they're gonna blow it up afterwards anyway. I feel like if the Lakers can win a championship next year, or if they lose or if they fail, I think they're just gonna blow it up. So that's what that is. Fred VanVleet is interesting because like you never know what he gonna do. He been in Toronto his whole career, starting in the G League. Now he in the he played with the Raptors, want to help win a championship, been an All Star. You know, true point guard who loves to shoot the fucking ball. Like Fred VanVleet will shoot like 12 threes, go 3 for 12, but somehow be getting like 7, 8 rebounds. It's weird. Nigga 6 feet tall with short arms still getting rebounds. But yeah, don't know where he's gonna go. You know, the whole thing with Kyrie. Do I think Kyrie's gonna come to the Lakers? I mean, I hope one of them comes to the Lakers. Kyrie and Bron obviously were a huge tandem, but I feel like Kyrie gonna be more expensive. But that's what that is. Those are the three players, and also he's not a free agent right now. But I feel like the biggest trade piece, OG Anunoby out of Toronto, that's the biggest trade piece right there. Motherfuckers are salivating, trying to find a way to get him because he's paid this year and next year on a team-friendly contract. Yeah, people trying to get him. That's an instant playoff performer. That's an instant roster upgrade right there. You can trade for OG Anunoby. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully whoever trades him, hopefully it's a playoff team that can make some noise. So yeah, that's what that is. And damn, I cut my forehead. Shit. Yeah, I got cut playing basketball, and I just picked the scab, so I kind of just made it worse. So my bad. It's gonna be a little blood. It be alright. I ain't finna die. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. Um, yeah, yeah. So I also wanted to talk about a video that I saw earlier today, and it was about former NBA player Rashad McCants. Man, now we give NBA players a lot of credit, a lot of I don't want to say credit, but we give them a pass a lot when it comes to basketball because yeah, they played in the NBA. They obviously have a little more expertise in basketball. But when I hear dumb shit like what this nigga said, yeah, it makes me want to makes me want to just eat this cabinet right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and play y'all a little clip of what Rashad said.
Sean Elliott and David Robinson, they add a couple more pieces. But until then, haters gonna hate, you know what I'm saying? But I know how to back my shit up. Like I know Greg Popovich ain't no goddamn good coach.
Oh
How you
God,
know he's not a good
he
coach?
is. He's bugging. He done doubled down. He done doubled down.
But you double down on what?
What
You got three excellent.
But who made them in the so Tony so since you say that, right? So was Tony Parker projected to be a Hall of Famer when he got drafted?
Nope.
Is he a Hall of Famer right now?
He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Let's stop the bullshit,
I'm
boy.
not stopping
I
nothing.
think
I'm
that-
asking a
yeah.
question.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what the fuck he said. This motherfucker thinks that Greg Popovich is not a good coach. And his reasons are very silly. So because Greg Popovich ain't won post Tim Duncan, he's a bad coach. So I would ask for Sean McCants, do you know who the Spurs' best player is? Hell, a lot of people, if I asked a random NBA fan right now who's the best player on the Spurs, they probably wouldn't be able to tell me. They're probably just going to say Wemby because that's who the number one pick is going to be. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. They're going to say Wemby. But the best player on the Spurs right now is probably Keldon Johnson. And most people have no idea who that is. Good player, but there isn't one coach that will take Keldon Johnson and build a championship team around Keldon Johnson. There's no coach that'll do that. And you know, for him to be like Pop, you know, that Pop just can't win, that Tim Duncan is the reason that he had all this talent. And I'm like, bro, what? First of all, let's tell the timeline. Let's tell the whole truth. Pop was the GM, president of basketball operations in the 90s. You know, the Spurs were always in the playoffs, semifinals, conference finals. They could never get over the hump, but they were still a 50-win playoff team damn near every year in the 90s. So then he wants to be the head coach. He takes over. David Robinson gets hurt, so you might as well take the season. Fuck it. Get a chance with the number one pick. And they get the number one pick, and they get Tim Duncan. Then as soon as you get Tim Duncan, David Robinson comes back for like his last healthy, really, really good season. Boom. You win. Yeah, because regardless of if you have a star player or not, you have to know how to coach. You have to know how to make adjustments. And then he tries to act like yeah, Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker weren't blue chip prospects. And if you ever listen to Ginobili get drafted, dude was like Emmanuel Ginobili. That shit funny as hell. He said that shit. You know, but I'd ask for Sean McCann's this. So is Phil Jackson not a good coach? If we take away Kobe and Jordan, is he a Hall of Fame coach with 11 rings? No. You know, what about Pat Riley? Pat Riley couldn't win in New York. Does that mean he's a bad coach? Is Red Auerbach a bad coach because he only coached the Celtics, even though he was the one that put the team together? Is he a bad coach? So I want to know, in Rashad McCants' opinion, who the fuck's a good coach? Because if Pop's a bad coach, even though you don't know what you're talking about, you dumb as hell. If Pop's a bad coach, I need to know who the hell he think is a good coach. Nigga's a whole idiot. Dude was a good player, but there's a reason you only lasted 4 years in the league. Not because you can't play, but because you dumb as fuck. You stupid. You say stupid shit like this. And man, talk about disrespecting Pop like that. You lost your damn mind, bro. And let's also be honest. Let's be honest about one thing. If Pop, not Pop, if Zaza Pachulia doesn't injure Kawhi Leonard, guess what? The Spurs might beat the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. And if they beat the Warriors, they're for sure smacking the Cavs. If they beat the Warriors, they're for sure smacking the Cavs. I'll guarantee that. So Pop would have had himself a sixth championship without Duncan and with Kawhi and LaMarcus Aldridge as his co-star. But, you know, wasn't meant to be. But still, I would love to see, I would love to see what Rashad McCants got to say about who's a good coach because I really want to know his opinion. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, that's ridiculous. So yeah, Rashad McCants is an idiot for that. You know, like you're supposed to win without good players. That's not how any coaching job works. You know, so forget that dude, bro. You know, just because you play in the NBA doesn't always mean you know exactly what you're talking about. Period, point blank. But you know, I just wanted to sign out with y'all. You know, so this is the first time I'm doing this solo, and next episode we'll see. but I definitely got to react to more dumb stuff that some of these players and media analysts and all this other bullshit. I'm gonna react to a bunch of freezing cold takes. So, with that being said, y'all be easy, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.